today's episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the best pumpkin bread by taking it to the next level. I have a few tricks up my sleeve that I want to share with you guys. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. My name is Sylvia. Let's jump right into it. What I like to do first is set my oven to 350 degrees. And we are going to take some parchment paper, and I am going to cut this in half. So this is the size of the parchment paper that I have, and I went and folded it into fourths, and now I am going to cut it in half. Now take your 9x13 loaf pan. I am going to add some vegetable oil to it, and you don't need much. I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to brush the inside. Now take your parchment paper. So this is the size of the parchment paper I'm using. And I am going to place it right in the inside. And I'm going to let some of the parchment paper hang over on the side. So it should look like this. So you'll want some parchment paper hanging on the sides. Okay, so this is perfect. Now go ahead and set this aside. Now we are going to work with our dry ingredients. What I like to do is add my baking powder. And my baking soda to the flour. And I'm just going to give that a mix. And for this recipe, we do not need to stiff the flour, just add in your ingredients. Okay, just like so. This is good. Now set this aside and grab a large bowl, and we are going to start with our wet ingredients now. What I like to do is crack 2 eggs in here. Now go ahead and measure your brown sugar. And if your sugar have any lumps, you can go in and just make sure you just break those up, but it shouldn't be a problem because we are going to be mixing that really well with the eggs. So now we are going to whisk this until it is nice and foamy, guys. Now, after getting it nice and foamy and silky, we're going to add our pumpkin. And instead of using vegetable oil for this recipe, guys, we are going to be using olive oil, okay? And it's going to give this bread a really nice aroma to it. And we are also going to be adding in our spice. I have some cardamon here that I'm going to be adding. Cinnamon, some allspice. So now, after adding in all our spices, we're going to give this a good mix. I love anything with pumpkin flavor. I am obsessed with this bread, guys. Trust the process and stay till the end. Now we are going to add our flour. So I am going to use this to give this a good mix, and I'm just going to fold the flour in. And this recipe, guys, is super quick and easy to make. This is one of my family's favorite, and I am so happy to share this recipe with you guys. After adding in your flour, I am going to add some chocolate chips. And you can add as much or as little chocolate chips to this recipe. Fold that in. After mixing in your chocolate chips, go ahead and place your batter in the pan. So go ahead and spread your batter evenly. I do like to go in with some walnuts, you guys, because I do like the extra crunch that it gives it at the end. But this is optional, and you do not need to toast the walnuts because it will get toasted in the oven. So I am going to stick this in the oven now for about 30 minutes or until the toothpick comes out clean. I just pulled out the bread out of the oven after 45 minutes and this is how it's looking. Doesn't it look amazing, guys? So I'm going to let this cool completely before adding any glaze on top. Now for our glaze, we are going to add some olive oil to our powdered sugar. Some maple syrup. Now we are going to give that a mix. And this is going to be super thick, so what we want to do is add some warm water to it. So I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon of water. I'm going to give that a mix. And we're going to slowly add in some water as needed, okay? So we don't need to add a lot of water right now. We're just going to add this slowly. So here is our glaze. So this is what you're looking for. This looks great. So what I like to do is add a pinch of salt to bring out the flavor. Get a good mix. We're going to take our glaze. Now we're going to drip that right on top. Okay guys, my pumpkin bread is ready, guys. Take a look. Doesn't it look amazing? Guys, I made the perfect glaze to go with our pumpkin bread. As you can see, it is settling and I cannot wait any longer. As you can see, I had already went and cut a slice off and I am going to try it for you guys. And we have some of the glaze that's dripping on this side. I'm just gonna grab that and spread it on my bread. So good and so easy. If you're looking for an easy pumpkin bread, guys, that tastes great, this is it, because it is delicious, guys. Thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you guys later.